Lieutenant General Todd Semonite, 54th Chief of Engineers, and I want to tell you all, happy birthday. Today is the Army's birthday, 241 years. I wanted to do a video, so I'm here at Fort Myer, and behind me are the stands of where they hold the Army Tattoo every Wednesday night. Last Wednesday I was sitting here, these stands were filled with students that had come to Washington, D.C. on their class trips to learn about our country. And they watched as our Army Old Guard did over 241 years of renditions of how different ways that our Army continued to step up for our country. And they continued to play the song, "When we were needed, we were there." And I watched how the Fife and Drum Corps from 1775 and the soldiers that were on the battlefield replicated what they did at Bunker Hill to fight for our independence and to be able to take care of our country. I watched as the Civil War was replicated here on the field behind me, and how soldiers continued to serve and be able to continue to bring our states back to be United States. I watched as World War I and World War II were played out with soldiers that were in the uniforms that they wore during those days, where our nation was challenged and our Army had to step up to go to another land away from their families to fight a foreign threat to be able to continue to take care of our way of life. And then, of course, the last 15 years, I saw where the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, the soldiers that wore the uniform in those wars, many of you have been to that same place, they were continued to be replicated. And the squad that walked at the very, very end, that came up and was showing like a combat patrol in Afghanistan, the lead soldier was a PFC from Kyrgyzstan, who was there to be able to say, "My family came to the United States because of the way of life and the freedoms, and I have joined our Army to continue to serve our United States Army." So I was very, very impressed with what I saw. But the whole night, we had a contingent from the Rijkswaterstaat. These are the senior water experts in the Netherlands, and they were invited over to talk to the Corps of Engineers. And I leaned over throughout the entire night, and I kept talking to the team that was here about what it meant to serve at Bunker Hill, and what did we see at 1812, and how do our soldiers keep stepping up. And they were so impressed. At the end of the night, they grabbed me and they pulled me aside, and they said, "Boy, your Army does do amazing things." And this is my message to you. For 241 years, our country needed our Army. When we were needed, we were there. But I'm asking you, we've got to make sure we look forward. We have to continue to have a lot of challenges that are going to face us. We've got a regiment of 90,000 outstanding active duty, guard, and reserve soldiers. We've got a Corps of Engineers of 32,000 expert engineers who are a world-class organization. And with everybody together, one regiment, we have to continue to be able to step up, because the threats are going to still face our nation. We're still going to have challenges with our water systems, and we have to continue to be able to be a world-class organization to be able to step up for when our country needs us. So just think, as that flag flies in the background and you cherish the birthday and all the lineage of those last 241 years, what can you do to help make the regiment and the Corps of Engineers to be a better place? So I'm so glad to be able to wish you a happy birthday. We need to be Army strong. We're going to continue to be building strong. And from Fort Myer, I'm awful glad to be a part of this great organization and to be able to help us go to the future.